Today I will be breaking down how my resume got shortlisted at Google for a software engineering role, and also I will be reviewing 5 resumes from you all, my amazing viewers. So whether you are applying to many companies like Amazon, Meta, Google, these tips and reviews will help you a lot. So let's get right to it. So as you have seen that this is my resume, and like the first section carries a name with all my links and with all the like Gmail and phone number. Then the second section comes my education, where I have mentioned about my university, the location and the timeline. Also I have mentioned my course with the specialization and also the CGPA. And then I have mentioned my schooling, from where I have done my 10th and 12th, and also with the timeline and the location. So the next section comes here at skills. In skills I have divided it into subsections like programming languages, web development, databases, and tools and frameworks, and other skills. Other skills is like soft skills which you can add in your resume, and also relevant subjects. So instead of mentioning in the university in the education section the relevant subjects, I have mentioned in the skill sections only. That's it, like Python. Then here comes the internship experience of mine, which artist one, and I have mentioned here the company first, then the skills I have learned in that, also the position in which I am in, and then I have made the 3 points where like my work has been there. Also I have mentioned the timeline here in the internship section. Same for the other section of the internship. Same for the project section also. It will be like I have made the design deck project, where I have mentioned all my skills in that project, the link, and then 3 points indicating what was that project, what was the impact of that project, and what features do I add in that project. So that's for the project section, and I have mentioned all my 3 projects with the personal portfolio in here. In the achievements, I have divided that into my coding and academic section, where I mentioned my all the coding profile rating and with the top percentage. In the academic section I have mentioned all my like academic things, like a scholarship one, or this is the certification part, like where I have mentioned all my things, as name of the certification, issuer of the certification, and the link which recruiter can see. Also I have mentioned here timeline in which I have completed the certification. So the first resume is like from Harsh Kumar, and as I can see that he has mentioned his LinkedIn profile and GitHub profile in that. So the first section, it would be like education, and you can highlight your like CGPA in bold so that attract the recruiter, and then maybe you can convert these 2 points into 3 points, so that my point of view it will be like will not attract the recruiters. Also have to mention your skills like of the internship, SG intern only, and like first mention the company name, and then the skills, and then your position of that. Same is for that second experience. Then for the projects, instead of making a heading of tech stack, remove the tech stack, and instead of making the timeline, you can just add a link there only. Same for the like make it into 3 points but shorter one. Also the technical skills would be alright. Make the sections into programming languages, development, and then frameworks, and then tools and technologies. Also the award achievements, like instead of global rank 290 or solve 1000 plus algorithm problems, You can just show your ratings. You can add a link that if even if the recruiter is interested in check those papers also. I suggest you to make resume on FangPath simple template certification links also in that certification sections. Like the certification section is missing in this resume. So the next resume is from Yash Agarwal. Yeah, he mentioned his Gmail ID and phone number, but okay. But you do not have to mention your read code in the upper portion also. Also, there is a lot of in this, and no need of summary. Like summary is not important in these days. Maybe your projects are good enough to impress the recruiter. Also in the education, do mention your 10th and 12th as you as grad only. Sometimes companies ask for that in your resume. And then you can add the coursework in your skills only. In the experience section there will be 4 points, and in the project section there will be like 3 points. So it will maintain a inconsistency in the resume. So to avoid that, either remove 1 point or either add 1 point to you didn't have mentioned your skills and which you have used in your experience. Also you didn't have highlighted or bold the keywords in your experience section, so it will like catch the eye of the recruiters. Also in the skills you have not mentioned your soft skills, other things that have been necessary, and projects in way to make a link also. Like so as from the certification section, I have seen that like you only mention the certification name, not the link of that, your coding skills and any achievements you have gone through. So maybe recruiter think that this is the blank resume, they won't hire you. That's why your resume didn't get shortlisted for that. This resume would be of from Mayank Tyagi. You have mentioned your skills, projects and achievements and certifications. Instead of using languages, you can use programming languages, then front end, then back end, and then databases, then DevOps tools. You can also mention your relevant coursework. It will highlight your keywords parts. And as I can see from your project section, you haven't bolded your keywords. Instead of mentioning link, you can just show here instead of mentioning your timeline. That's for the all the projects. Also there is same unevenness in your project section, like sometimes there are 4 points and sometimes there are 3 points, so do make it even. I haven't mentioned your lead code and GFG profile, and you don't mention your coding practices and for lead code. And so the next resume will be of like Somandha Sai. Section would be like do not mention your links. Also in this resume I have noticed that you have mentioned that you have worked at data scientist intern, but you haven't mentioned your company name. And instead of writing in paragraphs, do write in points. It will be easy to read and easy to look for recruiters. And also in the projects you haven't mentioned your skills and with any link to show that or justify that you have done your work. You haven't mentioned your technical skills, like Java oops are not the technical skills. Oops is like a relevant core subject, and awareness on API integration is not the technical skill. So your resume name is also not correct. Like it would be your first name, last name and then resume. So you're any 1, 2, 3 not. So that's all for the resume video, and if you need any more videos like this, do comment out and do subscribe to this channel. I hope you like this video. Bye bye. See you in the next video.